Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and today I'm doing a quick review for DC Justice League Cosmic Chaos on Xbox. And honestly, this surprised me in how fantastic it was. It was released on the 10th of March 2023, developed by PHL Collective and published by Outright Games, who were kind enough to send us a copy on release to do some streams and to do this video review, so big thank you to them for that. But I'm going to say it now, I think this could possibly be Outright Games' best game to date. Now, this is obviously a DC Justice League game, and in a time when we haven't had many great DC Justice League games for a while, it's been a long time since we had a great Arkham game. Suicide Squad's not looking great right now. It's nice to play a game featuring my favourite DC characters, because I am a huge Batman fan. He is the best superhero, even though he has no superpowers, but he is the best character, and it's a joy to play a game that's so fun and had so much content. And I wasn't expecting it, because normally when Outright Games release these sort of kid-focused games, they're not bad, but they're more aimed at kids. They're more simplified content, sort of more straightforward in terms of how you play the game and stuff like that. This one is totally different. So in this game, it features a brand new original story featuring obviously members of the Justice League and stuff like that, where they have to come together to go head to head against a character that I can never pronounce. He's Mr. Mxyzptlk or something like that. I can never get his name right. Mxy for short, who's a powerful prankster from the 5th dimension. Now, this is a real character, not as super well known nowadays, but was more well known in the comics back in the day. And basically, Batman, Wonder Woman and Superman team up to face off against him and save their friends, including facing off against other villains from across the DC universe, including like Bizarro, Clayface, stuff like that. And it all takes place in this sort of open world place called Happy Harbor. Now, in this game, you play it in a sort of semi-top down sort of beat 'em up style. You can flick between the three main characters, Superman, Batman and Wonder Woman, on the fly, mid combat, out of combat, etc. You can make combos from them, and you can also use, each of them have their own sort of traversal mechanic as well. So like Batman uses his zip, Wonder Woman a whip, and Superman can obviously fly. And the combat is great. It's simple, but it's fun. So you can work, like you can smack someone up into the air and then flick to another person to then pull them in with like Wonder Woman to then hit them with something from Batman. Really, really cool. Now, the game also features like RPG style mechanics with whole sort of progression with abilities. You've got like an ability tree, so you get more improved sort of arsenal to your capabilities. They become more powerful, you can upgrade them and stuff like that. You also unlock new heroes as like support heroes who will sort of like fly in as and when you need them, which is really cool. There's secret hidden collectibles to find, so you can find comic books hidden around the environment. These comic books can then be traded in for costumes, and the costumes feature like a variety of sort of classic comic cover costumes as well, which is awesome. It's just great. It's such a fantastic game. Now, the core game features like a main story as well as loads of side quests that you don't have to do as part of the main campaign. So if you're like a younger player and you're not super focused on doing everything, you don't have to, but there's something there for like adults who love to do every single thing. There's like dungeons to explore. There's a whole section, like you've got the overworld of the city, but then you go into buildings, you go into all these different like dungeon areas and work your way through them. It's got so much content and it's absolutely fantastic. And then on top of that, it's got an absolutely fantastic voice cast. So you've got Nolan North as Superman, you've got Diedrich Bader as Batman, and you've got Vanessa Marshall as Wonder Woman. And these guys have like voiced tons of people. Like, they've all voiced these characters in official products as well, so you're gonna get a great deal of like high quality voice acting. Like I say, it's such like well done. They've put so much effort into this game. There's so many characters that are well known and less well known in this game as well. So you've got your Flashes, you've got your Poison Ivies, your Clayfaces, your Alfreds, but then you've also got your lesser known people like Blue Snowman and Booster Gold and Ares and stuff like that. It's just nice that they've took the time and effort to not just focus on the main characters that we all know and love. They've gone in and, like they say, the main bad guy is someone who is proper canon but may not be well known to most people. I'd never heard of him till I saw this game, and then I've sort of read up on him on Wikipedia and had to find out who he is. Now, on top of that, you've also, like I say, got this really cute sort of like chibi art style, and while it looks really kiddishy, it's funny, it looks great, it suits the game. It's a very sort of cartoony-esque looking game. You've got silly things you can do. You can drive cars around and get into cars like in sort of like open world games like Grand Theft Auto. You can ride a skateboard around if you want, because why not? There's just so much fun and silly stuff to do. All of the areas are sort of level based as well, so you'll slowly but surely expand into the different areas of the map as you get stronger and as the story progresses. There's all sorts to do. There's collectibles to find and stuff. There's like a mini game where you do like a game show with the main bad guy, and that you use that and you replay that to get sort of credits to buy collectibles as well. The story is really funny and well written. The dialogue is humorous and it's tongue-in-cheek. Even an adult will find it enjoyable. It's not written like basic for children or anything like that. They've just done an absolutely fantastic job. Now, the game is playable on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S. It's optimized for Series X and S with HDR10, 60 FPS, Dolby Atmos, all that sort of stuff. It does support smart delivery, and it also has 2-player local co-op as well. So if you've got a friend, you can play it together, or you can play it with your kids. It's fantastic. It's a great game to get your kids into like superheroes without it being really gory like the Arkham games. Yeah, they're beating bad guys up, but they're doing it in like a comical way. It's bright, it's colourful, there's no blood and guts or anything like that. Honestly, this has been a joy to play, and honestly, I highly recommend it. If you're into your superhero games, you're into your sort of like top-down beat-em-ups, you just like sort of these type of games, give it a go. It's honestly, like I say, my favourite outright game so far. It's great, and fair play to them. They've done a fantastic job. They did mention they may be looking into doing DLC, and I know they've been doing DLC for some of the other games, so I'd love to see this get expanded with more costumes, more characters, more missions, stuff like that. You could literally do a whole side campaign about something totally different and it would still work in the same area. You could go to new areas. You could get like, you could go to Gotham and have a sequel in Gotham or something as well. The expanding of it is endless because it's literally around the comics. So check it out. It's priced at $44.99. May put a few people off at that price, but you're getting a lot of content. You're not getting like a 5-hour game for that. You're getting tens of hours. Like, you could easily put like 10 to 20 hours into this game and still be having fun with it and still finding new things out. It's not a quick completion. It's not a 3-hour sort of quick game. There's loads of content, loads of unlockables, loads of Easter eggs for comic fans as well. And yeah, fair play, you've done a fantastic job to the developers and the publisher. Absolutely love it, and as you can tell, I'm gushing about it, so it must be pretty decent for me. But that's it for this video, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you very soon for more gaming content. Bye for now.